Hi, um, my name's Marianne Winiger. Some of you may know me, some of you may not know me. I've been involved in human design for, well, I guess over 25 years. Um, I met human design before there was type, and I wasn't able to do my experiment without type. So I've been deeply in my own journey using my strategy and authority for over about 22 years. So it's a long time, huh? Many, many shifts. And what I felt to share today was something that I went through. When I first began my experiment, I just couldn't understand why everyone wasn't living this, huh? I mean, just follow your strategy, make your decisions based on your inner authority or your decision-making process. I didn't really understand when Ra would talk about no choice and we're not in control. And it's taking me all these years to get to this place where I really see that it wasn't in my hands that I lived my strategy. It just happened, And one of the things that has arisen inside of me over the past couple of years is I don't want anyone to feel bad if they can't do their strategy. This is so important because for me, human design is such a tool to bring relief to one's life, to have one feel more at ease in one's life. Yes, it's a tool to wake up to yourself, but before that, you start relaxing more and more into who you are, who you were born to be. So if someone, it's just not happening for them, I just don't want them to feel like they're not doing it right, or they didn't get it, or they should try harder. Or, the mind has endless reasons. It has endless solutions. It goes on and on and on, and it never stops. So for me, in the past few years, I've been looking at, for myself, and everything I share is just about me and my seeing and my understanding, that human design is a tool. This system is a tool. And this tool was an amazing tool for transformation for me. And as a tool, it's not a belief system. And for me, it's what worked for me, huh? I don't know what else is out there. And I feel it's important to remember that there may be other ways out there. And so if human design and strategy and authority, don't bring you home to yourself. And that's for me the gift. Coming home to oneself and living that. If it doesn't do that, doesn't mean there's not something else out there. Whew. That's really so important for me to share that, because I've seen people suffer because they can't live their design. And human design, the system, was not here to bring more suffering. It's really a gift for humanity to end the suffering within a person. Yes, we're human, so we feel pain. we have experience that bring emotional pain, or, the body feels pain, all of this, but suffering's from the mind. And that's what I really wanted to say was, if you can do your strategy, so what? Really, really, just relax and be you, whoever you are in this moment. And this has been a big shift for me. And it's been a long journey. I'm 70 now. I'll be 71 next month. And I really was so far away from who I am, who I was born to be. I was living such a, quote, spiritual life, with meditation and being compassionate and being loving and all of this. And it's not like those aspects aren't inside, but I don't live to be loving. I don't live to be compassionate. I just live me. And whatever comes, comes. I let myself be. This is more than I ever dreamed of for myself. I mean, I can't believe that this is possible. I mean, I share a little bit now just about my experience of living me. This form, this body, this is what holds the consciousness inside. And that consciousness is filling the vessel, let's say, And in human design, there's the personality crystal that comes from out there, comes into the form. And it takes on a personality. And it's not my mind, this personality. My mind talks, all our minds talk, but this personality it's who I am when there's another person there. It's what comes out of me now, okay, because it's been a long process to get here. But when I'm alone with myself, there's no personality. There's not even awareness anymore. It's more like nothing. And that can sound really strange. And I remember when I first had that experience of nothing was there, that my mind really freaked out and had a lot to say about it. But it's this beautiful space inside that's not filled with anything. It's like an absence of something. Nothing's there, And the mind's thoughts move through, and this thought comes through, and the body sits. This is, for me, one of the most amazing, what would you call it? Like a side effect of my strategy is my body does not obey my mind anymore. And before, whatever my mind wanted this to do, personality and body, it did, So if my mind said, you should, my body would get up and go do it, like the perfect slave to my own mind. And that doesn't happen anymore. It's it's really funny to see, to be sitting and maybe reading a book, and the mind says, you should da-da-da-da-da, and just the body just keeps reading the book. And what is such a mystery and I love the word mystery, is I don't know how it happens. I guess that's what a mystery is, huh? The body at some point gets up and does something, and it's a happening, whether it's creating a website or cleaning the house or doing the laundry or calling a friend or sending an email. It just happens. There's no longer the mind there telling it should do this and forcing the body to honor. Not honor, that's a funny word, because honoring the mind, I don't relate to that. To just do what the mind says to do. Each person is so unique. And what I share with you now is just what I've discovered for myself on this journey. And I remember when Ra said it's 7 years for the first cycle of deconditioning to happen. But after 7 years, it's not like you're going to get a gold watch or something. You just keep going. There's no goal, there's no end except when the body dies. So it's like, who cares? A year, 7 years, 15 years, 20 years, it doesn't matter. Because it's a refinement process. And you just sink deeper and deeper into yourself, and for me it's like sinking now deeper and deeper into this space that it's all space, huh? The universe, it's more space than anything, and this place inside just feels so connected to that. But it's not an awareness. There's no bliss. There's no love. There's no joy. It's really the absence of everything. And it just is this space that it's just, I can't put it into any other words other than it's like nothing, just space. And it's not filled by anything. And it's not spiritual, it's not mystical, it's not enlightened, it's not any of this stuff that's out there. It's just, it began as me just wanting to live me. So I experimented with my strategy and authority and going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper in that process. This is where I am now. And I don't know how I got here. I haven't done anything except strategy and authority, nothing. For me personally, I've gone to meditating. Doesn't mean someone else may have a yes to it, because just me with me. And human design is an amazing system, and I'm just so grateful for Ra and all he has done to help bring this into the world. I mean, anyone who sticks their toe into the system itself can see so quickly, oh my God, there's so much, there's such a depth of information You can study human design, the knowledge, the system, the embodiment of the whole system for years and years and years and years. But you don't have to study it to live it. And that's the beauty, because the simple is just to experiment with your strategy and see what happens. And again, like I began in the beginning of this, it's a tool. It's a tool to bring great relief to one's life, to help them to relax into their life. It's a tool for transformation. And it is a tool. And I would never say it's the only thing out there that can bring a person to that space, because I don't know. And if for some reason, you just can't experiment, live your life. Enjoy it, whatever you're doing. And wait and see what else may come your way. For me, I'm so grateful to human design and to Ra and to this experiment. And I just can't believe what has evolved to be my life, or this life, And this body is going to die at some point. And there was this saying I read a while ago, and I really loved it. It was, and I'm not going to say it right, I never can remember things exactly, but when the time comes and the body dies, I want to slide into death screaming, "What a ride!" Because that's what this life has been. What a ride. And it has nothing to do with what I do out here. Most of the time when I'm home, I don't do anything. It's not about out here. These are just experiences that come and go. And I have had great experiences in this life. But what the ride really is, that's like, wow, is the one that's happening inside. And this is it for me. So anyway, I just felt like sharing that and talking about that, because I've met so many people over the years who really have had difficulties, and they suffered because they just couldn't do their strategy. And I just don't want anyone to suffer. There's no need. There's too much of it already on the whole planet. And so, it's truly no choice. It's not like I did my strategy. It happened.